You guys know that scene from Interstellar? That's how I am with my character. I can't stop what's happening. No! 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 You know, I joined the literature club a couple days ago with the extensive purpose of just, having fun, growing and sharing my care and respect for the art. The art that is literature. I didn't join it for being shackled with an evil goblin man. Let me tell you something, Anamiji. This is your last chance, okay? If you do something during this weekend like you decided to do in that closet, I'm going to delete you from the universe in a way that God couldn't even imagine. It's already Sunday! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yeah, well, there's a big reason for me to be nervous. I'll say that. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using a ton of emoji and cute language. Wow, what a shocker that is! The one who likes to write about cute things, uses cute stuff when writing. Also, I know cute language is kind of a blanket statement, but when it's coming from you, it doesn't sound too nice. She used tons of cute language. Unlike ugly language, Complicated words that aren't common. That's what we call ugly language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, just putting her aside, whatever. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. My childhood best friend who's going through inner turmoil in some sort of psychological break. I'll just set that in the back of my mind, on the back burner, between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Speaking of which, Monica never answered my question. It wasn't a rhetorical one. I asked how my friend is doing, and crap, I skipped the dialogue. I gotta go back. Gosh, shit. I got so enraptured in my Monica rage, I missed it. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No, it's not. It's also not really okay for you to do anything you've done in the games thus far, but you haven't let that stop you. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like I didn't even ask permission. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Hello? Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh no! Sayori's been turned into a big cow! Sayori? Oh, hi! You got a sick freaking room, dude. Nice bowl. I don't understand why you're so against the month of November, but whatever. Hi, Anamiji. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Hey, friend who's going through some awful crap. You got any money I can take? You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, hasn't it? I guess not. I guess you just always sucked. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Even when you're going to console her, he can't help insult her things. Hey, what do you mean messy? Yeah, this is one messy room. She's got a mug on her table. Is it because you got one crumbled piece of paper on the floor? I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. What wall decorations? The calendar? If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Well, that's because I end up cleaning it up for you. Yeah, you suck. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Well, no, my guy, he probably just wants some change. Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? How do you know that? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, exactly! Okay, now I'm scared of you. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? I guess you guys are working on it. That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, okay, well. I'm starting to... My guy is still by far the worst. Like in every category, all the freaking way, the most abhorrent human being in this game ever. But as far as the four girls go, Monica is also the worst. Oh my god. Yeah, don't plan to meet up with your friend or anything. Yes, sir, you can help online. What's she gonna do? You're not gonna hang out or anything. Yeah, just make some stuff alone and send them to me alone. And communication will be null and void while I print stuff out on my own while you are left alone. Can the end scene in this game just be Sayori, like, leaving town and getting, like, a bunch of new friends? This is not good. This is hell. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Anamiji. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Expressing what feelings? Hey, bud, I'd like to spend some time with you, you know, my friend and all. Yeah, you're the one at fault there, Sayori, obviously. How dare you want to spend time with your friend? You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? What is this trend of people saying, like, yeah, this is my punishment for being awful? If Natsuki starts saying this, has there been some sort of, like, radiation, like, noxious gas leak? Why is everybody being so, like this? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. Yeah, you selfish jerk. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. I don't know how funny that is. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? Do you ever listen to yourself, Anamiji? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already! Until I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Or until I put it in the back of my mind, I guess. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Anamiji, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. No, you haven't! No, you have not! You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Anamiji? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it with me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. ... I'm in shock. Really? Really, buddy? You're in shock? Aren't you the one that kind of, like, I'm pretty sure caused all this? I can't even figure out how to respond. It's almost like there's nothing good you can say. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not just think about her? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed, but... Oh! Is this what it feels like to die? Oh, what the hell, man? Let's recap what we know about their friendship. They've been stuck together as friends for the longest time. My guy is obviously the worst person towards Sayori. Makes fun of her habits, makes fun of who she is, undermines everything she tries to do or think, makes her think that she can't accomplish goals, doesn't back her up when she tries to do what she wants to do. When she tells him her dreams, he immediately shoots her down. And now you're telling me that when she, for the first time, tries to confide in you, your immediate response isn't to help her, isn't to console her, isn't to make sure she's doing okay, isn't to ask what you can do to help. What do? Yeah, it's always been like I've been betrayed by you. Yeah, just guilt trip her. It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. You would know a lot about betraying friendships, huh? You ghastly fool! Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Yeah, that's why you should already have been doing that. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Anamiji. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Okay, Sayori, of all the times that we've talked, now is not the time to rope this into the literature club, because we're past that. This is no longer a game about literature. This is a horror game. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. And apparently I'm not gonna try to. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Where were these words before? So let me get this straight, Anamiji. It had to take her to tell you that there's no reason to exist and that the world is solely made to torture her for you to finally start being a good friend. You're done. You're skunked. What do you mean you don't know what to do? No, Anamiji. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I thought I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. So that means you grabbed her shoulders, let go, grabbed her shoulders again. You're probably psyching her out, man. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Anamichi, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every... Oh, it'd be so good if he just... Well, not good, but bad. But it would have been so funny if he just went like, thanks. It's because of you I joined the literature club. And I found so many great friends. By the way, you know anything else about Natsuki? I'm trying to get better friends with her. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. And Amici... Sayori isn't hugging back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No... My guy's just like, ew, don't do that. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. And Amici, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. Because I haven't cared this entire game thus far. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what it needs to change. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't tell me! ... Yeah, that's the right thing to say. Scare her! That'll help her. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Enamiji. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori, let's go. As she does, I let go as well. Hey, I know you're going through a lot, but I wanted to come by and just remind you of festivals tomorrow. Alright, see ya. Have fun making posters. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah, if I could spend the whole day here, I would. I hate to tell you, but you can. You absolutely can. I'd love to spend all day here and help you get over this, but I gotta go bake some cupcakes. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. You know, plans more important than the well-being and mental states of my friends. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Well, maybe not the most successful friend meeting. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Yeah, buddy, cause forget her, I guess. Alright, cupcake time. This was gonna friggin' suck. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. No, she's not! Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hey, welcome! You should not be here, run! What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes, yeah, this was a big mistake! Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in the comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Okay. Anamiji, is this your freaking house? What kind of a pantry door opens upwards? Stove sucks, plate sucks, teapot sucks. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. What else do you think is in there? Yeah, she's carrying around a Geiger counter and a 7-ton pound of uranium. Well, I didn't come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Did you bring like an industrial size mixer in that bag? Jeez, how strong are you? Can you beat the hell out of my guy? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good, glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Well, are we not in the kitchen? Is this just your living room? You got a crap living room. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Anamiji? Come on, since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out for me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? you jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Good! Punch him in his face and, like, steal his money. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, but also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Don't like that. You know what? I'll be completely honest. This is all my fault. I don't know what I was expecting doing this. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. It's better than treating you like the dirt beneath his boot like he does with his best friend. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature... I do not like that. Oh, God. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like you, it doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer, but I should have been a little more considerate too. Okay, but also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. Photosynthesis! Oh my god. It took what? It took 2 years for a game to finally hit me with a line of dialogue that made me physically recoil. Congrats, DDLC! Ah, here comes Anamiji, the freaking stud that he is. If that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Who else could that have been to? Man, let's just get this started already. Aha! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Anamiji. Natsuki smiles devilishly. Oh my god! Please spare me! Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like this, there's no way I'm not fighting back. I'm gonna have a talk with you after this, man. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Here we go! Baking time, please! Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Yeah, insult her passion! Anamiji, where did you put the food coloring? Sorry, I drank it all. I think it's there in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Awesome! We're getting pretty patty up in here. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have some fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Ah, like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. Ah, those were the days before any of this. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh, boo-hoo! We got whisk icing. Oh, yeah, but you have no idea how hard it is. Whisking cream. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? No, he absolutely is not. I can guarantee you that. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. Yeah, it's because she's the best. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops in her mouth. I don't need for things to go from bad to worse. I don't need to hear any descriptions of anybody popping fingers in their mouths, alright? I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Yeah, her icing! She whisked it! Are you forgetting who did all the work? Are you forgetting? The icing freaking sucked before Natsuki came in. Natsuki turned it into icing. You were just like, mixing cream with a stick. I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next, please! I'd like to see you try! I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got on my face! Whose fault is that? Yours! It is your fault! There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. Alright. I don't know why that sounds so lame to me. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh no. Oh! God! Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I need to lie down. I just realized we're finally seeing a part of my guy. We're seeing his freaking hands. We're gonna be here all day if I keep processing this. So let's do this. You ready for high stakes action? Well, guess what? I've experienced so much uncomfortable moments this episode alone. I think I've entered a state of hysteria. So let's freaking do this. Stop. Not unless you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, God! Can't slow down now! In that case, I probably shouldn't be doing this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put... Oh! I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Anamiji, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? ... What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the moon turn to this so quickly? Maybe it's because you stuck her finger in your mouth, you goblin. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? I'm starting to feel a bit dizzy too. I'm starting to feel a bit lightheaded. Okay, it's over. Whew. Oh, I can breathe. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Thank God! I think the world is finally starting to work again and karma is set in motion. The entire universe is just like, yeah, I think it's now time for me to step in. And just gonna burn this guy's house to the ground. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Hopefully your house. I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. Yeah, you idiot. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. You should have stuck a finger in your mouth! Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. Hasn't been lost on me! I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be poured out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! Can I see? Please? She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of one of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that! I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, I mean, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. Oh my God! What is this Christmas? My guy actually came up with an idea that was like not only didn't suck, but it was actually kind of smart. That doesn't make up for freaking anything, but it's a breath of fresh air. What did I just say? It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Oh, nice. I got monster. What did you get? I got fantasy. Hey, Weegee, what cupcake did you get? Mine says incongruent. Huh? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school anymore. Nobody's judging. I'm judging! I'm judging quite a lot, actually! You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. You think Anamiji's cute? Okay, we got a much bigger problem than the festival to worry about right now. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how I do it. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Crap. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but... my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably... Oh my god, man! What the heck? If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. Hey, buddy! Remember 20 minutes ago when you said that you're gonna be on your best behavior and help Sayori? I know you're not with her face by face, but you kinda suck making passive-aggressive remarks about her habits. She's not even here to defend herself. And she would still eat dinner. Haha, cause she eats a lot. Ain't that pinnacle comedy, I guess? Come on, that's just unhealthy. No, don't get on his side. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? Oh, that's a shame. It's your fault we were working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori can carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, and don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the same way she listens to you. It's because she's scared of me! I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Anamiji, but if it makes you feel any better, that 30 minutes felt like an eternity to me. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, you got pretty close. I can, you know, sucked her finger. That's, God. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't always have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking to be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend some more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? You guys know that scene from Interstellar where it's the guy banging on the bookshelf yelling no? That's how I am with my character. I can't stop what's happening. Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Anamiji, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Oh god, get away! Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Well, sudden is the word I would use for that. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. Actually, I think she's at eye level, but whatever. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if it's holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Oh, God! My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. Yeah, this is also making me pretty dizzy as well. I felt it for a while now. Hyphen, and then 2 exclamation points. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Thank you! Sayori? I want to give you the biggest high five right now for stopping that. You are the coolest.